Hi guys, this is our second Zoom video. There were some questions, some people couldn't get on, some people didn't know what to do when they're in there, so this will kind of go over everything that I can think of that you might need for going into Monday's meeting. So when you're in PowerSchool, you find the link that I posted, which is the one right here. It says join Zoom meeting. You're gonna click here. Then it's gonna say join without video, join with video. We have decided we're gonna let you go ahead and join with video as long as you're being responsible, making sure that you are sitting against a wall or so that no one can be walking behind you. Make sure you're in a room with no other TV or people talking so that it's quiet. You're gonna hit join with video. And I'm gonna go ahead and accept. Okay, so you can't see anything. I have it facing the wall right now. That's fine. I just wanna kind of show you the buttons. So if you look, it says join audio. I do have headphones plugged in so that you wouldn't hear me echoing. So if you hit here, it says call using internet audio. That's fine. Right now the mic is muted because you see that it is red. That was a problem for a lot of you. You weren't sure how to unmute it. So if you look up here, if you just click this button, then you are unmuted and we'll be able to hear you. I'm gonna mute that again for now. If you didn't want us to be able to see your video, you hit stop video and you can turn it back on if you want. If you hit participants, this is really important and it's something you really need to know for Monday. It's going to list everyone that's here, and then it's also going to give you these options here. These are what's going to be really important for when we're doing, sorry, you can't really see them very well. There you go. They're going to be very important for you for when we move forward on Monday, because if you have a question, I'm going to ask you to raise your hand. If you click this, I'll see it on my end, and then I'll be able to unmute your mic and let you talk. Because if everyone's unmuted like on Friday, it'll be very hard to hear and hard for anyone to know what I'm saying. So we'll keep everyone muted, and then if you need something, you'll raise your hand, and I will stop to answer your questions by unmuting your mic. You can also, you're like, oh wait, never mind, I don't have a question anymore. You can unclick it and it will go away on my screen as well. I may ask you to tell me a yes or a no, or also if I say thumbs up, thumbs down like we usually do, if you hit more, you have those options here. Just remember, these things are not to play with, they're not for fun. They will keep dinging on my end and they'll be interrupting my lesson as well as everyone else's learning. And that also goes for the chat. So you can hit chat from here, or you can go here and hit chat as well. I have it set up that you cannot private message each other. You can only message the group. Again, like we said on Friday, this is not for silly hi messages or emojis or smiley faces. This is just for academic use only. So you're asking questions that have to do with the meeting or have to do with my lesson. It is not a chat room to talk with your classmates. So you need to make sure you're being responsible and following the rules as far as that goes. So if I talk about chat, that's what I mean. So you can get chat under more. You can get hand raise, thumbs up, thumbs down, all of that underneath the participation button or participants button. If we're at a point in a meeting that you want to be able to see everybody, you hit this button over here. Let me see if I can adjust my screen a little bit. It's hard to see on this video, but if you hit, it says switch to gallery view, then you can see, there's obviously just this in my laptop hooked up, but you can see everything or everyone that's there. But if I'm teaching, you want to keep it to the host view. Also, one more thing, because I know some of you are going to want to play with this, you can do virtual backgrounds by clicking more virtual background. Here is where you can pick your different backgrounds. It's not working well because of the way I have this set up to do the video. I'm going to just do none right now. And then you can Oh, this is if you have a green screen, but I doubt many of you have a green screen at home. So you can do that, but again, we're not playing with that. We're not showing our stuffed animals to each other like we had on Friday. We're not trying to get other people's attention. The whole point of having math lessons is that it's just like you're sitting in class, you're listening to me, you're taking notes, you're following along, so that way you can take what you learn and then complete your daily assignment. So that's one way. The other way I wanted to talk to you guys about, I'm gonna hit leave meeting here, is join me. So maybe you're somewhere and you don't have the link, but you copied down. If you go back to PowerSchool, you could see here it says meeting ID and password. So if I'm gonna copy that real quick. If I just had Zoom Meet, say on my cell phone, I could go right to the app, hit join. I type in the meeting ID here. This is where you type in your name. A lot of you weren't putting your names in, so it was a little crazy because we didn't know who was who. And then you hit join meet. And same thing will happen. It will ask you, this time it'll ask you for the password. It does not ask you the password if you hit the link because it's directly connected to that, so you won't need it. But in this case, it will ask the password. Again, join with video, and then it's waiting on the host to accept you. So those are the two different ways that you can get on Zoom. If you still have questions, please make sure you reach out to me using the communication button on PowerSchool and pick my name and send me a message. Hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope to see a lot of you on Monday for our math lesson. Take care.